When the delivery guy handed me the brown box, I thought it was just another late-night online order. No sender name, no return address, just my full name written in neat block letters. But the moment I opened it, my hands went cold. Inside were printed photos, hundreds of them. Every single one showing me, walking, eating, working, even sleeping. And then I noticed the first photo, taken from my own apartment window. Before I tell you what happened next, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because what I'm about to share isn't just a mystery. It's the reason I no longer trust the people closest to me. My name is Clara Bennett, and 3 months ago, my life was normal. I lived alone, worked as a graphic designer, and loved my small, quiet apartment. I rarely noticed the outside world until the world decided to notice me. That package arrived on a Wednesday evening. I remember because it was raining, and I almost didn't answer the door. The delivery guy seemed normal. Polite smile, cap pulled low, a barcode scanner in his hand. I signed for it, said thanks, and went back to my couch with my coffee. When I opened the box and saw the photos, I felt dizzy. The first few pictures were of me walking to work, sitting in cafes, waiting for the train. Then they got closer, taken through my living room window, through the curtains, through the gap in my blinds. Each one dated and time-stamped. The most recent one, yesterday night. My first instinct was to call the police, but then I noticed a note at the bottom of the box. It wasn't typed, it was handwritten. Just one line. "He's not who you think he is." My heart pounded. Who was he? My mind went straight to one person. Ethan, my boyfriend of 2 years. He was charming, smart, and always protective. Maybe a little too much. I had joked before that he always seemed to know where I was. He'd say, "I just want to make sure you're safe." But now that line, it didn't feel sweet anymore. It felt like a warning. That night, I texted Ethan, asking if he'd ordered something to my address. He replied instantly, "No, why?" I told him about the package. He didn't sound shocked, just curious. He said, "Don't worry, babe. I'll come over. We'll figure it out together." But something inside me whispered no. Instead, I told him I was tired and wanted to sleep early. I locked every window, every door, and sat awake until dawn, staring at that box. When morning came, I took the photos to my friend Naomi, who worked in IT. She scanned them, checked metadata, and confirmed they were printed from a digital camera, not a phone. And one detail stood out. A faint reflection in one of the cafe window photos. It was a car, a black sedan, and behind the wheel was Ethan. I couldn't breathe. Naomi told me to stay calm, to act normal around him while she dug deeper. That night, Ethan called again, asking why I hadn't been answering. I told him work had been busy. He left softly and said, "I know you weren't at work today." That's when I knew the photos weren't the only way I was being watched. Over the next few days, I pretended everything was fine. I smiled, I texted, even met him for dinner. But I noticed things, small, eerie details. He already knew what I'd ordered for lunch. He commented on how I'd been leaving my lights on too late. I hadn't told anyone those things. Meanwhile, Naomi found something horrifying. She traced a pattern of online purchases made using my card. Small ones, spaced apart, but all connected to security equipment. Cameras, listening devices, trackers. And all were delivered to Ethan's old address, the one he claimed he'd moved out of months ago. That was the moment I stopped being scared and started planning revenge. I couldn't go to the police without proof of who took those photos, but Naomi had an idea. She said, "Let's give him a reason to slip." So I did. I texted Ethan, telling him I'd found something important in the package and needed to meet him in person to talk, at my place. But before that, Naomi set up small hidden cameras of her own inside my apartment, all linked to her laptop. Ethan arrived late that night, calm as ever. He hugged me, kissed my forehead, and said, "I told you I'd protect you." I asked, "From what, Ethan? Or from who?" He smiled faintly. "From the people trying to turn you against me." Then his eyes darted to the box. "Where is it?" he asked. I lied. "I burned it." His smile faded instantly. For the first time, I saw the real expression behind the charm. Anger. Cold and sharp. He stepped closer, whispering, "You shouldn't have done that, Clara. You don't know what you've started." And then, like a switch, he turned gentle again. "Forget all this, okay? Just trust me." But I didn't respond. I glanced toward the small blinking light Naomi had hidden behind the lamp and smiled. That night, everything was recorded. Ethan admitting he'd been watching me, that he had to keep track, that I was not supposed to find out. Naomi sent the footage straight to the authorities. By morning, he was gone. His apartment, empty. His car, abandoned near the edge of town. 2 weeks later, I received one last message from an unknown number. "You played well, Clara, but it's not over." Attached was a single new photo taken outside my apartment building. This time, the reflection in the window wasn't his car, it was mine. That's when I realized something chilling. Ethan wasn't working alone. Since that night, I've moved cities, changed my number, and keep my curtains closed no matter what. But sometimes, when I walk past a reflective window, I swear I see someone standing just behind me. And maybe that's the price of revenge. You win, but you never really feel safe again.